This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time.
Welcome to the Stop and Listen podcast. I am your host, Jamie. Please watch this short clip and then like, subscribe, follow, comment, do all the things. Enjoy. So Taylor Lorenz is a far left reporter, journalist, propagandist. She's a propagandist. Lives of TikTok. So the Twitter account that would go find crazy leftists on TikTok, make a compilation, and then tweet about it. And it became famous. And the person who was behind it was a private citizen. They weren't known. And she made them know and gave them, put the address out, I think, even, of this woman. And Shia Rychek, I think her name is. I'm not looking at it right now. It's off the top of my head. Is the woman behind Lives of TikTok. Apparently she went to confront her. Not about the doxing. I mean, that would have been interesting enough. I mean, I would certainly be called for. But let's see what they had to say.
Name a single harm.
The way that it's pushed onto kids, first of all.
What's pushed onto kids?
Gender ideology, transgenderism.
But if they're leading happy lives, and they just are leading a
Well,
different...
there are studies that show that they're more suicidal after transition.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, there's a study out of Sweden.
That is not true. That is not true.
Yeah, you can look up the study.
Well, taking into account all of the happy people that have transitioned, who are not harming anyone, you can't come up with a single material harm.
So if someone says, I'll be happier if I'm blind, should a doctor pull their eyes out?
I think that's quite different than gender ideology, but people do, I guess...
Someone says I'm happier if I chop my dick off, and we should just let them do that?
I think, there's a lot of gender-affirming care that women do, right? I mean, women ascribe to certain gender things. You see women getting boob jobs to affirm their gender. I mean, we're in Los Angeles. We see this kind of gender-affirming...
So again, you're comparing boob jobs and nose jobs to...
Well, they're gender-affirming.
Buying into the lie that they...
I mean, this person's a journalist and she's wearing a mask. How can you believe anything she has to say? She's either so programmed she can't snap out of it. They haven't said the code word yet. Or she's an idiot. It's one of those two. Oh, wow. Like, I've heard about her a bunch, and like you said, she outed her and heard other stuff here and there, but oh, wow, I didn't realize. I hope she has in-home health care looking out for her. I hope she sits down in the shower.
Could change their sex.
Breast enhancements are gender affirming for women. There's a lot of women that feel small chested. They feel like it would be gender affirming for them to have plastic surgery, and they're allowed to do it. And I noticed that you don't critique that. I guess I'm curious, Haya, there are a lot of people that have ideas about women, right? And about what makes a woman, right? What makes a appropriate woman? How should a woman? You're saying you're against people sort of like living lies or living outside this ideology that you've constructed. Some might say, look, we're both women over the age of 25 working.
All of human history just got hung on that lady's neck. That's great.
I certainly don't have kids, they might consider that not okay for a woman. Do you think it's up to do you think it's okay for them to dictate how, you live your life?
What do you think the code word is? It's like peppermint? There's something wrong with that chick. I'm serious. You might need help.
As a woman, do you think it's up or sort of where does that line get drawn?
So again, you're comparing boob jobs to a teenage girl chopping off her breasts.
Well, first of all, teenage girls get boob jobs, but breast enhancements are gender affirming for many women. I'm asking you, why is it that people have to live under your sort of view of gender? And
It's not my view, it's science. It's facts, it's biology.
But biology, if we're talking biology, there's a spectrum of gender. There's people that are intersex.
That is a rare
I think
medical
that's her
condition that
on
has
the
nothing to do
t-shirt.
with someone deciding that they could be the opposite gender.
I guess I'm still kind of struggling to understand how you think, if your view, say tomorrow Trump is elected, he says, all right, we're going to all live by Haya's, decisions, right? What about all these happy trans people that are living their lives that are not harming anyone? What harm are they doing by living their life as a woman who've medically transitioned? They're adults. I understand you have problems with kids, but with adult trans people, what's the harm that they're doing to society?
To society, they're spreading a lie that is affecting children also.
So you just believe gender is a lie. And what if somebody said to
Trans,
you,
That's true.
you
That's
can't
actually a
change
good
your
point.
gender.
and what if somebody said to you, you're not a real woman. You're not a real woman because maybe you don't meet these certain specific definitions of femininity.
That's fine, I don't care. They can call me whatever you want.
But what if you would be forced to live by that system? Do you think it's fair that you would, be forced
Is that
to
based in science?
Well, I don't think any of it's really based in science.
Well, it is. There are
Gender is
two
a
sexes.
social construct.
Well, gender is actually made up.
Exactly. Yes, we
by
agree on
someone
this. We agree.
By a child predator, by a pedophile.
We don't agree.
Yeah,
We don't agree on
so he made up gender, and now they conflate the two, and they use it to basically trans kids. So there are actually two sexes, and there are zero genders, and there are many personalities. That's what I believe.
Okay.
All right. Let's stick with reality.
This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time.
This war stops now.
End the war. Bring freedom to our people.
No. No more tricks. No more lies. Only truth.
This is where we hold them! This is where we fight!